You are listening to Something Rather Than Nothing. Creator and host, Ken Vellante. Editor and producer, Peter Bauer.
Hey everybody, Ken Vellante with the Something Rather Than Nothing podcast. Have a good friend, old friend, we talked to, years back now, Jadon Allen, before going on about your art. Just wanted to welcome you back to Something Rather Than Nothing.
Hello, Ken. Thanks for having me back on. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. It was striking to me, and maybe to you as well. Like, I think our episode I had marked as like 229 shows up over, it'll be around over 320 episodes. You know, we chat years back. Kept in touch here and there and message. Same spirit and ethos of the work that you do is exciting. But for the listeners, like I told Jadon this, I was just these things in art that I like or wearing something. I was wearing what I think is the classic beanie that you had made, and I'm wearing it out by the Oregon coast, and like somebody was going by, I was like, oh man, like that conversation, and like, where'd you get that? I hadn't seen it, and also not everybody jumps over that hurdle of being like, yo, I'm just going to go up to this person, and so it was really cool, like, and they pick up that energy. And I think I told you about it, but we hadn't caught up in a little while, but really just maybe just like a check-in, like right now off the bat. I mean, we talked to over a couple of years ago. What you got going on with your creative side? Like right now, we're talking summer 2026. What's happening?
Yeah, totally. So for the people who don't know, I'm a multidisciplinary creative, and I primarily work in clothing and music videos. So I've been doing these weekly clothing drops and art drops. Over the past few weeks, I released a few new art prints, beanies, shorts. I just released a t-shirt a couple days ago. Going to release a few more t-shirts and some more items throughout the summer, just to keep the people looking out for something new.
Yeah. I love it. I was looking through it. Well, that was the thing. I was looking through your site, and I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta check the my shopping cart after this episode. I was digging on those bone shorts. They're called bone shorts. They had the deal. Really, really nice. Talk about the just type of items, like shorts and stuff like that. Just like what you got out there on your store.
Totally. So a lot of it takes a lot of like a street art influence. I pull from a lot of different inspirations and kind of blended it into my own style. So a few of the clothing pieces I have on there right now is first a new beanie, which I designed over half a year ago. It took a while to get the full bulk order, but I'm glad it's finally here. That one's super fun. It's kind of like a reversible style, so you can move the flaps and get brand new designs.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a few stickers on there, a few art prints. Those kind of speak for themselves. And then the bone shorts that you talked about, I've seen this style of pants where they have like the cartoonish kind of bones for the full pants. I've never really seen anyone do it with shorts, so I kind of wanted to give it a stab. And yeah, I gave it an attempt, and I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. They're fun for sure.
Yeah, well, and here's the thing: is I get excited about the clothing. When we talked initially, it was fun, really fun to listen to the interview, and just like being like fresh new style, like there's an excitement around it, and that's what you dip into it. But I also talked about it a little bit too, like I'm like 53, and like numbers nothing doesn't matter, but like it's really kind of cool to like think and I've done this over the last few years, like delving more into an artist, like colors, right? Like what colors do to us, and just being like, wow, it's fun. It's fun to kind of like switch it up, and hey, I get some street cred up above 50. Hell,
Oh, absolutely,
like, it'd be like, oh
100%.
shit, look at this dude. All right, man.
Smile in the guild. I love it.
I'd sent a couple messages over to you, and you got some stuff kicking over in Madison, and I was like, yo, I spent 12 years out there in Wisconsin, 10 years particularly in Madison, a city I adore, and I'm like, oh shit, we got this going on over here, and what's going on in Madison with you and art and all that
totally.
shit?
All right, so I get asked that question a lot. But essentially, I lived in Oregon my entire life, so I kind of needed something fresh. My girlfriend and I were looking to move, and her family's a couple hours away. She kind of wanted to move more to the country, but I cannot do that with what I do. I'm like, I need city.
Hey, you got a whole country line coming up, whole country line.
Exactly. So we were considering maybe Chicago, but that didn't feel right now. So we kind of settled on Madison, and I'm super happy with that decision so far. Everyone here has been super great, friendly. There's lots to do, huge art scene and whatnot. It's a good little hot spot to be close to Milwaukee and Chicago. So I went to Chicago a few times already. Still need to check out Milwaukee, but that's been pretty sweet. I've been liking it.
I'm really excited for you. That was part of it too. I mean, I did political work and union work in Madison. It was a glorious thing. Like in a sense, like I look back on it, I worked on Williamson Street, called Willie Street in Madison. And it was like this. I don't know. It's like exactly like I was in my 20s and I got this big job, and it was like, you walk up to the Capitol, or I was around these levers of power. I'm working in politics, and Willie Street has like the great co-op. It's like old hippie, like leftist, like politically, like the district is like, you almost can't even place it on the left. It's like, like deep ideals and progressivism. It's a spot there on, so like being in that. But when I first went to Wisconsin, not to go long about my history with Wisconsin, but
I'd love to hear it though.
But I moved from Washington, D.C., where I was living, to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'd gotten a scholarship to study philosophy at Marquette University. So what the fuck you do with that? Like, I got a scholarship, so didn't know anything about Milwaukee, but I loved Milwaukee, and I was so comfortable there because I do like the Midwest. I really love the spirit of the Midwest, but it was also like this industrial, like dingy, but it had these old neighborhoods. And there was a lot of elements around where I grew up in Rhode Island, around like old industrial city, where I was just like, the part of Milwaukee that people are like, it's all too big and metally and all this type of stuff. I was like, ooh, it's a bigger version of like what I like and understand as a city. The art museum, with the wings of the art museum that are brilliantly white and extend over to Lake Michigan were designed by, I believe, a Barcelonan architect, Calatrava. And they're gorgeous, and they go over Lake Michigan. And the Milwaukee Art Museum is a beautiful place. In Madison itself, with the Museum of, I think, Contemporary Art, there's a MMOCA of contemporary art right downtown.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, glad to hear.
Free too, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Free art museums, right? It's like you don't need to. It's like
go wrong with that.
Everybody walking up saying they're a student once they say the price. And as a student, yeah, I'm a student of life at $30 to get in, right?
Right. Oh, that's so funny.
I'm glad to have you over there. So you're Madison again, a place I love. A lot of arts, a lot of ideals, a lot of political activism, a lot of music, a lot of great music. What you doing there from day to day with regards to developing your business, and is it like this great West Coast Midwest thing you got going on? How's it working logistically for you?
Yeah. So I've been doing like a few little marketing things like throwing up flyers on State Street. I designed a few different flyers just offering different services. I've been trying to go to a few different events, just networking with different people. I recently went to this cool photography pop-up at this photo studio called Next Wave Studios. I got to meet a bunch of super cool photographers and
Hell yeah.
artists and models there. And I recently went to a DIY kind of rap show a couple days ago as well. And that one was great. I got to meet so many artists and just really cool people over there. So yeah, just try to go to as many events as possible, talk to as many people as possible, and yeah, just show them what.
Well, that's how we met. It's like one of those things, like
totally.
We're just like, and I think,
the
like
Albany Comic-Con.
Yeah, right. Like it's something you can, it's something you can jump over and forget about it. But it's like that's what like the arts organizing is. That's how like shit goes down, right? Like and people connect. And what about video? Now I've seen video work you do. We've talked in the past. We have just an overlap with the different styles of music. I wanted to tell you I saw A$AP Rocky up at Seattle.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I had a couple buddies go to that too. How was it?
Oh, that was fucking amazing. It was, but there was something, I had never seen something like it before. And damn, there was a helicopter. And he's up in the helicopter and like the megaphone and the people yelling and the explosions and the bazooka and helicopter and everything. So
amazing.
Now I'm lucky, and I guess maybe we just need to catch up. Listeners, we're going to be talking about everything else too, but A$AP right before that, the week before that, I saw Kid Cudi up in Washington.
I had a chance to go to a Kid Cudi concert, but I was busy.
Man, we might have already done the interview somewhere. So, but no, what I was getting to, we like a lot of we talk about the music, like a lot of the music. You get the video. There's great energies. We talked about video when we chatted before. What's going on in that realm of the music culture? And I know all these things overlap, but music, video, what's going on there?
Yeah, totally. I believe when we last spoke, I was sort of like just stepping my foot into the video game. I've definitely taken more of a pivot in that direction. So I'd say it's a pretty fair split between video and clothing now. I really just love the energy that music's able to provide that no other mediums can really provide. And I believe that my videos kind of give songs a chance to have a new life in a sense. So yeah, I've been working on a bunch of different music videos. I believe I have like 3 or 4 fully completed projects in the vault. I've been trying to release at least a music video a month, ideally a few music videos a month. But yeah, it's been great. All the artists are super amazing people. And it's really fun being able to collaborate with different creatives in different mediums to where you guys can both pitch ideas and create something super fresh and unique.
Yeah. No, that's so it's great to hear about. It's a really good vibe, and you're putting out a bunch of videos. For me and too, it connects like live music and that energy is there. My youngest Preston, and this is a heads up to listeners too, in a band, My Unsaid Everything, and I saw Preston play live and just like captured like some great videos, and it was just this great experience of like a tight, kicking band. And I'm like, after the show is like this whole thing as a dad where I'm like, okay, I'm going to put the different like multiverse brain in here. Like I'm not this kid's dad, and like, all this stuff. I'm like, I still want to fucking see this band. Like this is, I mean, it's just in that live energy. So on the videos and stuff. So is it you starting to seep into maybe the scene a little bit more in Wisconsin or Madison, or seeing what's going on there? Like as far as who you're interacting with, what's going on there?
Yeah, totally. So at that concert, I actually met a few artists, and we're currently in the talks of producing a few videos. So yeah, I just need to meet a few more people out in this area, and I'm sure it'll be no time before there's a few projects that I'll be releasing new videos and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah.
The show actually, I got a lot of friends and connections in Madison, so
Mhm.
there will be some Madison, Wisconsin listeners to the show.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you live in Madison and are looking for a music video, DM me at GuiltPDX, GUILTPDX. Yeah, we can get something going.
I got a hearty recommendation, and for some of you folks who still know me out there, I did a lot of good work out there. You could trust my opinion. So, great chatting with you and to see you. All right. So we talked a while ago. I had a question thinking about you as an artist, and like only you can answer it. And we made this connection.
Yeah.
And listeners visually, right now the podcast art is Jadon's art. The pink character, some white, something rather than nothing. So you could see Jadon's art. So it's like something that I've liked to. I just love your stuff, and I love to to bring it to the fore. But you were just, you're at the Comic-Con then. You're getting your stuff out, you're finishing up school, or, with what you're doing. We're a little bit past that now. What have you learned or experienced in the amount of time, like the 2 or 3 years, as far as just in particular about, say, doing the business and how you conduct yourself and maybe networking, and like, what have you learned about like moving into like, Jadon Allen, artist?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good question. I feel like I've learned a lot kind of about myself and how a lot of these things I want out of life are a lot more attainable. You just kind of gotta go for them. I'd say that's probably the biggest thing I learned.
It's that things seem to be well, it's such a great outset, like to not have the
Yeah.
barriers. I mean, even the way you talk, like, I mean, we both have the same energy in talking. It's like in the doing. I'll give you an example in the doing. I didn't have a trailer for this podcast for almost 7 years. I went into this July podcast challenge to be like, hey, do all the things, and just going through checklists and stuff. And I was in this imagination of like, I built this show and what are the perfect words and all this stuff. And finally I said, fuck this shit. I put down the microphone. I set up the microphone. I talked into the microphone and I said, for 40 seconds, here's what the show about. Here's why you need to listen. And I'm like, got that trailer out. So it's like, for me, it was like this affirmation that I just read, like, do it.
Amazing.
Just do it. Do
yeah,
it.
100%.
There's I think Julie Cameron of the Artist Wish said, there's magic in the doing, and just remembering that, loving on the doing. Back to fashion, we jump around a bit. On the fashion, do you have lines coming out at particular times of the year? I know you've done that in the past, or is when the material comes in, when the art comes in, or like what's going on with your schedule?
So I've been doing things a little bit differently this year. In the past, I've done full collection drops all at once. I kind of switch it up now, or at least I'm trying something new this year to where I'm dropping once a week. So it'll be a different item every week. I believe I have a few weeks left for this season, but every Fridays at 2 p.m., I'm dropping a new piece. So, yeah, for a few more weeks, there's going to be a few more pieces, a couple T-shirts, a zine maybe, and then a couple other items. Keep them coming.
Pause there. We want a zine. Love the zines.
Yeah. I'll make a zine for sure. Don't worry.
No, I started collecting zines now a few years ago, and like I realized I had walked through bookstores and not stopped. The sections you don't stop at. Like if you went to Powell's, sections like you're like, it looks like cool shit there, but I don't read like all this small press. Like I don't read small chapbooks, but I would, So, and you stop at the zines. You're like, for me, it's been like, there's some wacko person out there, right? Me that just dropped into like this thing to make this for me. Like, I want to know why that Hulk episode from the 70s was canceled from TV. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there might be
That's
10
like the
of
only
us.
place to find that type of information. I love it.
It cited up. But I think when you said zines, I started to think, you know, because I love how people put photography in the zines, and they capture a show or a party and take these wild photos, and then like you're like, this thing still exists. It's gonna carry on in its weird form. So what are you thinking about a zine? If you, not to obligate you, you're busy, but what are you thinking about for a zine?
Yeah. I'm still in the drafting stages. I don't have too many ideas yet, but I honestly don't know yet. There's so many different things I could create in the universe of zines. I feel like it's a very unique medium that you can incorporate a lot of different things into, like photos, illustrations, poems. Like, nothing's off the table when it comes to zines. There's not really any rules you have to follow because it's like a self-published project. So it'll definitely feature a lot of different mediums in it. I know that's for sure. As far as the content, I'm not too sure yet, but
you know, I love the spirit. I like dropping in even when artists are still thinking of it. There's a great bookstore in Chicago called Quimby's Bookstore, and the most extensive that I know of, extensive selections of zines. And as a matter of fact, at one day in time, I don't think it's still on the shelf, but Something Rather Than Nothing has one issue of a zine. It's become a bit of a rarity. I'll make sure you get a copy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'd love to check that out.
I'll make sure I'll get you an email one first, but they get you a copy. But
thank you so much.
Yeah, the Quimby's you can submit your zines to them. So like you can like fill out paperwork between you and them, and like, you know, you tell them what to do, if you know, with any of the extras or what to sell it at, or maybe even if you can like put it towards something or a charity or whatever. So anyway, zine makers out there, and Jadon, you put something out, you can get them the copies, or they'll put a few copies on the shelf. So Quimby's Bookstore on every, I don't know if they still do it. I'm sure, sorry if this, they have a lot of great video quality. I remember on Saturdays, Quimby Bookstore used to pop up and do, we got these zines in this week, and go through like 6 or 10 of them, and like all over the place. So you're out there, you know, in the Midwest, you're much closer than
I'm getting a bunch of recommendations. I'm loving it.
But you're in the heart of it, the Midwest heart of it out there. Very excited for you, and you know, establishing yourself out there. I'm definitely I realized in looking through your work, I was behind, so I'm gonna up my guilt game, and everybody. You know, in Oregon or out in Wisconsin, in Madison, Wisconsin, wherever you are, check out Jadon Allen's work. You know, video, music, a lot of energy, great style and clothing, and it's so great to catch up with you, Jadon. Like, talk about like what you've been up to. Anything you want to throw out there? You know, mention the links again, but. Summer there, I'm thinking summer out in Madison, Wisconsin, gorgeous place, a lot of music, a lot of things going on. What's the rest of your summer look like for out there in that beautiful place?
Yeah, just exploring, pretty much exploring as much as I can, getting a bunch of recommendations on different spots, and checking all of them out, all the ones I can. Just enjoying the time, the new scene, because it's also fresh for me too. Still, also, like I've only been out here a few months, so still adjusting a little bit. It's kind of a culture shock, but it's been sweet. As far as links go, you can check out my clothing at Guilt PDX on Instagram. That's GUILTPDX. My website is guiltpdx.com, spelled the same way. If you want a little discount, Ken, I think you were talking about picking up new stuff. Use the discount code FRIENDS, all caps, and you'll get a little discount there. Everything ships free also. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks for everything there. And then folks, wherever you're around, whether you're online or in the areas we talked about, check out Jadon's work. It's work that I love. And it's actually just great to catch up with you personally, like, and have you up on the show for a second time, and love the images. Keep it going. And Madison's a place that's near and dear to my heart. And like I when I moved there, I was an East Coast person. I moved into a prominent position. I got to tell you, there's something where I was like accepted with open arms in a lot of spaces. And there's whatever people say about the Midwest, it is different. And I'm not trying to make it sound ideal, but there is a friendly spirit. There is a, hey, how'd you get here kind of bits with that. I think it's enjoyable, and I think you'll be embraced. But everybody, let's make sure you support the art. Jadon Allen, find out where he is in online, in person. Jadon, I could not be more happy to catch up with you.
Me too. This has been wonderful. It's good talking to you again.
Hell yeah. Great luck with everything. I'll use the friends discount. I'll try some other words for if my order gets too heavy in quantity. See if I can some words I don't know about. I'll be placing an order. And then everybody listening, take a look at Jadon's stuff. Jadon, brother, great to see you. Best of luck. We'll have the show out there in the world and the order in, and we'll be talking soon.
I love it. Thanks for having me, Ken. I appreciate it.
Great to see you.
You too.
This is Something Rather Than Nothing.